Happy Tuesday, everybody. I am on Victory Drive, District 7 today. How's everybody doing? I'm getting ready to turn this camera around. I'm just walking this area today, sharing some Blight. Roadway full. This is a road that everybody drives past. Most people drive past on a daily basis. Full of trash, full of Blight. But we have a District 7 city councilor who is running for mayor. And again, if you cannot take care of, let me flip this camera around. If you cannot take care of a district, how do you expect for us to trust you to run the city? A lot of these candidates are posting fluff, talking about what they're gonna do, what they will do, but have not demonstrated leadership without the title or with a current district seat. A lot of fluff, a lot of talk, and it's unfortunate that that type of behavior and communication may have been unacceptable years ago, but this is 2025, 2026 now. Look at here. And it is unacceptable, and we cannot tolerate it. Now, I posted a picture of a District 9 at-large candidate who posted a picture, and I don't know if he got permission or not, from the gentleman that's in the picture. It's not about the gentleman. It's not about the sheriff that's in the picture. It's about the fact that we have people who are running for elected seats, at-large seats, who likely don't have an idea what they're doing. And they want us to vote for them while they learn on the job. But if you're not learning now, and if you're demonstrating right now that you don't understand that it's unethical to post members of the city in their uniform in your pictures, I'm not sure how clear and how much more I need to make it clear that that is a red flag. So we have property here, vacant property. I don't know who it belongs to, but it's unkept, full of Blight, full of trash. There's a gentleman that responded to one of my posts about going block by block, notating the areas that need work and putting a plan in place. And that is very strategic. That is very wise. If his picture is real, he looks to be an older gentleman, and he looks to understand what leadership is all about. When the city does those audits, they go in and see what things are what and how they are. But then they need to go and do a step farther, a part two to that, and put plans in place, a timeline in place on how things are going to be fixed. We're a year later, and some things still haven't manifested, like a timeline or a plan on how they plan to fix those critical areas. When they say they care about all of the districts and they care, look at here, they care, who does this belong to? Who does this belong to? Where, as a citizen, can I go on Kogel's page, web page, or what have you, or her Facebook page, and see that this is an area of concern that she's working on? That's what's missing for a lot of the city council members. You know, to say that you don't get paid enough or you're doing so much I just don't believe that you should be in the seat if you're not going to serve in excellence. As a leader, there are specific things, directors, leaders, that you do automatically to ensure success. But I keep it pretty clean right here. What is this? Motel 6. Keep it pretty clean, which is good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn around. But yeah, that whole area that I just passed by is a mess. Is a mess. And it's on one of the main roads that leads to Alabama and leads to other parts of our city, being Fort Moore, where our military come in and reside to serve our country. The main Bradley Park, it does not get the same attention, mainly because we do not have city council reps who care. They don't care enough to make sure that this area where soldiers reside, where they come right off post to this road, looks with some type of dignity and respect. And there's cars coming, and I don't know if you can see, but right next to this, what is this, Ready Tax? There's a vacant block right over there, full of trash. Buggies from Walmart, full of trash. So when you say you champion small businesses and you care about small businesses, how are small businesses supposed to thrive with the areas looking like this? This is a tall order for a small business person, and I'm speaking from experience, because the amount of time that it takes for me to clean up and support economic development in my community, I could be doing something else, business-wise. The amount of emails that I've had to send to Kogel for her not to come across as if she doesn't know what to do or how to get things done has just been unacceptable. And it's not personal. It's just period, across the board. Any form of leadership has metrics, has an evaluation. It's not personal, it's based on the things that she's supposed to bring to the community. As a leader, as someone who solicited votes, what do we need a leader for if it looks like we don't have one? Look here. And I find it just, she cared about enough to ask about beer and the Super Bowl coming up in February. Want to make sure they don't forget about that. She's excited about what they're doing on the historic district downtown where she lives. But does she get excited about anything that's going on over here and this neck of the woods? And that leads me to Becca. Where does she come from? Listen, people come on my page, try to tell me what to say or how to say it, or tell me I need to be fair across the board. America has never been fair. It has never been fair. Everybody's pointing the finger, but nobody wants to hold everybody accountable for their role and what's going on in this city. Everybody is accountable. Everybody. So back to Becca. Who knows who she is and where she's coming from? She highlights something about some butterfly trails. Do they lead up over here somewhere? On South Lumpkin Road? On Victory Drive? Do those people on the butterfly trail pass through all this trash and blight and commercial businesses for sale that look like a whole hot mess? What has she done in the community, in the areas that need it, in the underserved areas, to demonstrate that she is somebody competent enough to be the District 7 representative? Have you seen her walking in your neighborhoods? Is she comfortable? Can she walk down South Lumpkin and different areas of the South Side and be effective? I don't think so. And we got to stop voting for people because they're nice and because they have a pretty smile, but we got to vote for people that are actually going to be effective and that are not afraid to roll up their sleeves and do the work. It's not personal, but I wasn't born yesterday, and certain people are just not cut for the job. And especially if they haven't demonstrated it yet, shows up for the community, listens to the community. All fluff, all foolery. Where are the receipts? And that is across the board. All right, this is my first stop for the Blight today. I'm gonna turn this off and then get in my car and drive to the next location, because there are people who are running for these areas. Come on now. You don't have to wait until you get in the seat to start fixing things. People are living and breathing today. Businesses are suffering today because certain people don't want to come on this side of town because of what it looks like. You'd be surprised at how many people told me not to be at my location. Find another location. Or they feel unsafe. But I don't roll like that at all. So wherever we plant ourselves, we're going to make a difference, we're going to contribute, and we're going to lead from the front. And that is the type of leadership we are looking for, and nothing less. And I don't care what color you are, or who, male or female, y'all need to come correct this election season, because the state of our country and our nation, based on the votes that man received, is out of control. It's complete chaos. And then to think that we're just going to vote for people because we like you, because we know you, but you don't have any skills or any experience, or you haven't demonstrated any type of community leadership, is absolutely ridiculous. It's ludicrous. And that's just being real. I don't care what people think. I don't care how they try to put it. Common sense is common sense. And it's not common. And then for people who don't have any leadership experience or insight, I don't expect for you to understand. But don't come on my page trying to argue with me, because I know better. All right, on to my next spot.